Hey everybody, it is 5:30, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I think some people might be joining us. I know Becky is coming a little bit late because of her internet. I apologize if there's any sound in my background. Everyone is having a Zoom meeting tonight, and my dad talks really loud, so sorry about that. I just want to say welcome. I'm Karen Collins. For those of you who don't know, I'm the LISSA president this year. And if you're interested, there's going to be an opening next year for all of these positions. So that's something to keep in mind. I have a few general announcements that I want to start off with. We have a new vice president. Olivia was a great vice president last semester, but had some personal reasons for not being able to do this anymore. And we have Becky Quigley, who she is running late, but she will be here later today. And we are excited to have her. And then we have 3 more meetings this year. We have a meeting on February 21st, a meeting on March 21st, and a meeting on April 18th. I'm pretty sure that's just kind of the third, we pick the third Sunday of the month. And we meet at 5:30. And if you haven't already joined us on Spartan Connect, I'm going to put the link in the chat. But you can join. Oops, I copied the wrong thing. You can officially join LISSA if you haven't already. And that has links to like our Constitution and our website. And we are going to be playing the game Among Us after this meeting. Becky and Avery organized a little social for us, and it had to get rescheduled. Everything gets rescheduled these days, thanks to 2020. Avery, do you want to just chime in real quick to give people a heads up on what to expect if they want to stay?
Yeah, sure. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with the game Among Us, but if you are not, it's a little animated game. You can download the app on your tablet or your phone. It's free. It's basically like playing Mafia or Werewolf, if you're familiar with those games. You're a little animated crew member and you run around the ship doing tasks to fix the ship. And then there's an imposter among you who is trying to kill all of you. So your goal is to fix the ship before the imposter kills all of you. It's a lot of fun. It's very stressful sometimes, but it's great. I love it.
How long would you say like a round takes?
It depends. Like sometimes if you catch the imposter right, you can catch the imposter right away and it's over immediately. But other times it would probably go maybe about 10 minutes.
Okay. So it's something you could stay and we could keep playing, or we could just, people could play around if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. I personally love Werewolf and Mafia, so I'm excited to try a new version. So I thought, since we're starting a new semester, I do see some familiar names, but just it'd be good for everyone to kind of introduce themselves and maybe just say like what brought you to LISSA. I mean, it doesn't have to be, it can just be really brief, like you saw the post and you're like, hey, why not? But so I'm Karen, I'm the president, and I guess you can say whatever you want about yourself. So this is my last semester in the program, and I want to work at a public library. And I joined LISSA my first semester because I thought it would be a great way to meet people, and that has proven to be correct. Okay, let me, we're just going to go down the list alphabetically. So Abigail, you are next.
Hey everybody, I'm Abigail Clarkson and I am a first semester LIS student, and I also want to work in public libraries. I live in Asheville, North Carolina. And are you in Asheville too, Avery?
I went to school there.
Oh, okay. Where did you go to school?
I went to Montreat College.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful area.
Yeah, I love it there.
Yeah. So I am at this meeting just to learn more and see how I can get more involved in the school and the profession.
Great. Well, we'll have some opportunities that you can consider, and let's move on to Avery.
Hi, I'm Avery. This is my first year, third semester. It's a little wonky. I also work in public libraries. I want to be a children's librarian. And I am here in LISSA because I wanted to get involved and like know more about what was happening with the program and do more than just study, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to do an online program sometimes.
It's so hard. And I moved to where I am now without really knowing anybody. So it was a good way to like try to get involved without actually getting involved because COVID.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Avery. All right, Brianna.
Hi, everybody. My name's Brianna. I'm the treasurer for LISSA this year. I actually didn't really know about LISSA until someone nominated me for the position that I hold right now. But I think it's really important. We do really cool things like the speakers series. We have different librarians come. That's something that we did this year. So it's, very informative, teaches you about different parts of the profession, different areas of the profession if you want to know more about it. And what was my next thing? I had one more thing. I don't remember. It's okay.
Well, thank you. It might come to you later.
It might.
All right, Devin.
Hi, I'm Devin. This is my second semester at UNCG. I heard about LISSA last semester, but I was just overwhelmed with like starting something new and I didn't know, so I was just like, oh, new semester, I'm a little bit more used to things. So I decided to check it out. I'm currently a high school teacher and I would love to be a high school librarian, but I'm just still trying to figure things out as I go.
Yeah, that's kind of a good spot to be in your first year. You have plenty of time. All right, Diane.
Hello, I'm Diane. I am in my third term with the program, and I just am curious what y'all do. I've worked at a library for about 5 years now, so I've been to NCLA conferences and I'm aware of associations and stuff, but I just have never really been part of a committee or really been involved other than going to a conference. So I was just curious what y'all do.
Okay, cool. Well, hopefully we'll have some answers. All right, I lost my place in the list. Justin?
Hello, so this is my second semester at UNCG in the MLIS program. I live up here in Chicago. And I came because Becky invited me on Facebook, so I was like, okay, I'll check it out. We were in class for a semester together, so I'm here.
Hey, networking. And wow, Chicago's kind of a ways away. It's always neat to see like where people are from just because it's online. Like you never
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Greensboro for 18 years, and that's why I was familiar with UNCG. And I figured if I ever have to come in person, my mom lives down there, so it's like a reason to visit her.
I bet she would appreciate that.
Yeah, probably.
All right, Molly.
Okay. So I actually came to the first LISSA meeting last semester, but was not able to do a ton last semester aside from classes. So I'm really excited to hope to do more this semester. But it's my second semester in the program, and I'm excited to see what y'all are doing.
Yeah, cool. We're glad to have you back. And yeah, like this is kind of like a come as you can sort of thing, like for everybody, because I know it can be overwhelming to be in school and stuff.
Awesome.
I'm already feeling that this semester. All right, Nikki.
Yes, so this is my first semester. I would like to specialize in collections and, oh my gosh, why did I go blank? Collections and I can't think of the other thing. But yes, I just want to come and just get an idea, a feel. I came to one last semester, and so I'm still just trying to figure out what you all do and how active and involved and stuff to see if I can balance it out with everything.
Cool, we're glad to have you. I keep losing my place. All right, we're gonna go backwards. Becky, since you just arrived, if you don't mind introducing yourself. Becky is the vice president that we mentioned earlier.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. We are remodeling our kitchen and our upstairs foyer, and the internet got rerouted, and I realized at 5:28 that I could not log in. And I logged in and found that my daughter had some weird virtual background going. So I'm Becky. This is my second semester in the MLIS program, and I am specializing in, I want to be a school librarian. So this semester, hopefully, I'll be in a middle school. And yes, were there specific questions?
No, it was just, what brought you to LISSA? How did you find out about LISSA?
The beginning of my first semester last semester, I think it was just, it was the orientation at the beginning of everything. I said, "Ooh, I should do that." Here I am.
Yay. All right, Robin. Oh, Rob. I know. I was like, I know who that is. I thought I didn't know who that was. I'm like, what? I'm tired, guys. It's been a long week.
Is my camera on?
Yes.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm Robin, or Rob, either one. I am the communications manager, and this is my second to last semester. And what else was I supposed to say? Let's see. I worked in a public library for 12 years, and my area of specialty is marketing and promotion in libraries. And so I would like to do more of the business side of libraries, and I'm excited to meet everybody. So,
Hey. All right, Sarah Esther.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, just always making sure. I am the secretary of LISSA, and my specialization or concentration is in special collections and archives. Right now, I am working, taking my capstone in at SCUA, which is the archives at UNCG, and I'm working on a vintage women's collection, like women's clothing collection. So that's really fun. Hopefully graduating this semester, hopefully. And how I came to LISSA. Thanks to Welcome Day, I heard about it. I was like, that's interesting, that's cool. I don't know anyone, so why not meet more people? Because I always love meeting people. Yeah, that's my story. Nice to meet you all.
All right, Troy.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Yes, my name is Troy Brooks. This is my second semester with the program. I've after starting last fall, and this is actually my second time with second semester with LISSA. I started last fall as well. So I was very interested in kind of engaging with the community a little bit more, and also learning a little bit more about the program and the field along the way. And I'm interested in going to public libraries, although I'm kind of keeping my doors open as far as archives and academic libraries are concerned. And I work for a newspaper company up in Boone, North Carolina, while also volunteering for Appalachian Regional Libraries up in this area. So just keeping busy.
Sounds like it. Sounds interesting. I love Boone.
Yeah, it's a great place. Very cold right now, though.
I bet. All right, Zoe.
Hey guys, sorry, I'm in the middle of cooking dinner. I'm Zoe. I live in South Mills, North Carolina, which is right on the line of Virginia. I work in Virginia. I'm a special education teacher. I'm in the library track, the media specialist track, and the public track. I'm doing both because I haven't decided which one I want to do. And I was invited by Becky. I joined LISSA last semester. This is my second semester. I just haven't been able to come to any of the meetings because I'm always busy. So I'm just glad I could make it to this meeting. It's nice to meet everybody.
Nice to meet you too. And glad you can cook with us. That sounds like I'm gonna pretend like I'm cooking right now, because that is fun. Okay, did I get everyone? I know some people joined in the middle, and I just want to make sure that I didn't skip anyone. Well, it was nice to meet everyone again, or for the first time, and welcome especially to the new students. This is a great program, and I really hope that you can enjoy it as much as I have. So I'm gonna have Brianna start us off with talking about our fundraiser that's gonna be coming up.
Okay, so each spring, LISSA does a t-shirt fundraiser. And I have been working over break on the on how everything looks. And sorry, I'm like trying to figure out, I forgot how to use things in the last month. I think, do you think I could share my screen? Do you mind? You're muted.
I'm muted. Yeah, I don't, will it let you do it, or do I have to give you?
No, it says it's disabled.
Oh, I got, okay. It should be enabled now.
Okay. So I have different items. So we have a mug and a bag, buttons. Ooh.
These are, do you have a price point for these, like as you're talking about them?
Honestly, I don't think that I can do it until, oh wait, just kidding. It depends on, I think I have to wait until the CAP office like actually opens the thing, because I am not allowed to do any of that.
Okay, that's fine.
So I have all the designs, but I don't know how much things will cost at the moment. I'm going to set up a meeting with Meredith this week.
Okay, that's great.
It looks great. I love
Robin helps
it.
me a lot. She did this logo right here. And the book. She made she made the book, so that's all her. I just put it on the I just put it on the cup. And where is the t-shirt? Why can't I get to it? Please hold. Sorry. Like not prepared. So yeah, so there's 4 items. I do not know pricing yet, but that's what it's gonna, but just look out for emails and social media posts in the next couple weeks, because that will be coming. That information will be coming.
Okay, that sounds great.
Also, does anyone think that they need funding for anything this semester? Because I have to go to that meeting again this week, and then fill out one of those budget request forms. That's the only other thing I have.
I guess we can, because like the thing that we're doing differently this semester is going to be the career week. And I don't know if we would need any money for that. So we can kind of keep that question in mind. Does anyone, can anyone think of anything? This is, I find it hard to think of things we need money for when everything is virtual.
So, and career week will be virtual, right?
Yes,
We're not
it
doing
will.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, which that is actually the next thing. Are you done, Brianna?
Yes, hold on. There is a question. It said, what kind of things does LISSA fund? So usually there's a career day and was there supposed to be something last semester too? or was it a career day also?
It could have been a career day.
Okay, so usually on-campus events would be those. Also, last semester we used a bunch of our funds to donate to a nonprofit. So that's what we would be raising money for with the fundraiser. Other things, I don't know if you want to tackle that next question, because that was
So we tried to have a speaker fund last semester for the alumni that we hosted, but then we found out that we have to get them to fill out a tax form in order to give them money. And like the first person we asked, he just was like, oh, I was an alumni there. He just wanted to donate his time essentially. So it just is kind of awkward if like we want to just give someone money, but because it's like a payment for a speaking engagement, they have to fill out a tax form. And so it's just a weird.
Really not that much money that we would be giving them anyway. So most of the people didn't want to do it for the money.
And we even asked like, well, if they want to donate the money to the department, can they do it? But I guess that also goes against the like campus activity and program guidelines. There's a lot of strings attached to money, but we do have like, if we ever need, yeah, we did actually do a gift. I would mail like, the department donated some bags, some mugs, some stuff. So yeah, we did try to give, everyone some kind of like, thank you for your time and like your wisdom. So that is something that we probably should continue doing this coming semester. So in March, every year, I think you can do it 2 times a year, but we're only doing it once this year, where there's a career day, which Dr. Archer Capuzzo recommended, like doing maybe like a career week where we could say like, hey, Tuesday at lunch, come for this session. Hey, Wednesday night, come for this session. Hey, Thursday night, come, kind of break up the sessions so that people don't have to commit a whole Saturday towards career day. And also just as like people can kind of like pick and choose what they want to go to, which I guess they can for virtual stuff. In person it'd be a little different. So this is something that we need to start planning, which Dr. Archer Capuzzo is available for like consultation with that as much. Like she's basically said y'all can plan it or we can help, just on our website, we have the resources from the career day last March, which I think wasn't in person. It was March of 20. Yeah, it must have been before the pandemic. Yeah, because I think they had an in-person event. So essentially, I'm looking for some people who are willing to organize career day. Just like kind of, I guess a committee, I don't know. I feel like committees can be kind of less procedural than but just like people who could like help plan. Oh, there's a question about the money in the chat. What is the range of money raised each year?
I think from the t-shirt fundraiser, it's not usually like a ton, but probably within like maybe $300 to $500. I think that's accurate.
Yeah, because we didn't do a t-shirt fundraiser my first year here, which I was kind of bummed because it says on the website that there's a t-shirt. So that's kind of like my personal things. We got to have a t-shirt this year.
Yeah, there wasn't one last year. Yeah, so I'm on it.
But yeah, I guess like I'm going to put my email in the chat. If anyone is interested in kind of like working with me and whoever else to help plan the career week. The specific week it is going to be is the second week in March. And like even if you have a busy schedule and you don't think you can attend every event, even just having someone to help think of like, hey, like we have someone from archives and someone from school to help make sure that the career week doesn't just service like public libraries, but it includes, more opportunities for everyone. So that's coming up. And then we are going to be doing the alumni speaker series again. We had 3 guest speakers last semester, someone from archiving with sound archives, someone from school libraries, and someone from a community college library. And so far I have lined up a public librarian. I haven't picked the date yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be a Wednesday in February. And then I wanted to ask if anyone had any kind of requests for like an alumni from a certain area. Because we've just been asking the professors who they keep in contact with. And
I would love to see another school librarian if possible.
Okay. Yeah, I think we had a good turnout for the school library talk last semester, so I think that would be beneficial. And I actually know someone that I could potentially ask for that, unless anyone has suggestions. And then I was thinking of potentially only doing 2 this semester because we have career week. So I'm thinking we'll probably only have 2 of those just because of the scheduling. And then something that we were doing last semester was CritLib, which is, Sarah Esther, do you want to just kind of explain what that was?
Yes. So CritLib is short for critical librarianship. And we talked about different topics like the events that happened over the summer. And so critical race theory and librarianship. We also talked about disabilities and other topics like that. So we worked with Dr.
Velez.
Thank you. We worked with Dr. Velez, who was more of a moderator for us. And so I'm excited to see what happens during this semester. If anyone has any more questions, let me know and I can send some links in the chat.
Sarah Esther, are you wanting to lead those discussions still? Are you able to?
I think I could, yeah.
Okay.
For
Okay, cool. Because I know Olivia is kind of the main person. But then there's also something. So the department is working to do more EDI education, which I can never remember what the I stands for. Equity, diversity, and inclusion. Yeah. So there are these modules that UNC Chapel Hill has produced called Project Ready, and the department, all the faculty are working through them each week, and then at their faculty meeting each month, they're talking about them, which LISSA sends a student representative each month to the faculty meetings so that we can kind of be in the loop of like what's going on and like if anything drastic is changing. And also they sometimes ask for what we think students like. So that's how we kind of know about those. And then so there's it was kind of mentioned that we could use the modules, not do because the faculty the load is throughout the whole year. There are a lot of modules, so we could pick a couple modules that we think are particularly important and discuss those each month as part of the CritLib, which I guess I can send you some information about that, Sarah Esther, because I have that. So how frequently do you want to do the Crit Lib meetings?
I think it was once a month. I think once a month it would be it would be great to continue.
Okay.
It would give a good opportunity for any resources, like finding resources, sharing them with everyone, and then having the opportunity just to talk about new topics every month.
Great. I just want to make sure that that was a good. Do you have any ideas for topics, like other topics other than because Project Ready focuses mainly on like race in the workplace. I guess that's something that we can update people as we plan. But if you're interested, or if you have any like ideas of things that you're like, hey, I think this is a really important issue, you can always reach out and let us know, because it's not really well, especially right now, I don't think anything is set in stone. All right, and then I see Rob has some on the agenda next, the resource page, which I can link in the chat.
Can you see me? Hear me? Okay. So let me bring up the agenda real quick. Resource page. So just to kind of update everybody how that works is after we have an event like our meetings or alumni guest speakers or whatever it is, we put it on the resource page. We don't do that with Crit Lib because it is sort of a safe space, which is why we have a professor as a moderator for that reason, because it is it's a safe space for students to talk about things they need to. But most things are going to come up on the resource page. One thing that I will need some assistance with for anybody that's interested in helping is including more equity, diversity, and inclusion information in a tab, or redoing that part of the resource site. Because that's kind of a big project, and we had discussed last semester that it might be good to have more perspectives and people involved in that. So if you're interested, you can reach out to Karen, let her know, and then I'll be working on it too. So next thing is, for those of you who are doing the events, if you could just let me know kind of what your timeline is. Sorry, my cat's meowing in the background. So for example, I generally like to post the first thing 2 weeks prior to an event at least, and then about a week ahead, and then maybe 2 or 3 days ahead, just as a reminder. So I would like to get in the habit of doing that regularly, and that way we can be in communication and I have, the stuff ready to go and post and everything. And then let's see, the last thing I want to talk about, selection of new board members, which will be later this semester. But last semester, I know Michelle, she was the person prior to me for marketing, and she said it was a little difficult getting people who were interested or nominating either somebody or themselves. People seem to be a little timid to offer to, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Nominate themselves. But I would really like to encourage that this semester and say, if you know someone, or if you think you're really, you're interested in this and you want to do marketing and communications or vice president or whatever it is, that we really encourage people to grow and build those connections and reach out. So I'll probably put something in there to reach out to Karen, and that way we'll have a good idea later. But that's later in the semester. And then my final thing is, I did have a recommendation when I worked in the public library. I did story time at different schools, and so I did have the opportunity to meet other media specialists who worked in schools, elementary and middle schools especially. So I have some connections as sort of a contingency plan if we want to work that into career day, or if we want to work that into a guest speaker, if Karen, if yours doesn't work out. So just let me know about that. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
Thank you. And yeah, definitely, I think for career day, especially having some connections will be beneficial. So kind of the last thing that I want to bring up is that you can find it on the resource site, but here's the specific page. Here are all the social media. So we always post on social, like Rob posts pretty frequently on the social media sites. But then even if you're not, say you're not on social media, we do communicate through the emails, and that's just checking your email and reading any emails can give you updates on like what we are doing. So yeah, I think that is everything that I have to talk about. So if anyone wants to get involved more with anything, just reach out and we can connect you. Oh, there's a question. Okay. How do you join LISSA as a member, not an offer? Oh, so to join as a member, you go to Spartan Connect and you literally just press join and we approve you. There's not really any requirements. It's just a great, like you can just attend things basically. So basically every LIS student receives updates on what LISSA is doing, whether they're involved or not, because Greg sends them to the mass list, the listserv. And so there's always like, if we have, I don't think we have anything that really requires like previous sign up. Basically, it's like there's a Zoom link and you just, like this meeting, you just attend when the time is right to attend.
Yeah,
you can
so
find the
all
join
of,
button. So Campus Labs is kind of clunky as far as websites go, in my opinion. So let me try and see.
Are you signed into your what is it, your UNCG ID? What is it called? Your UNCG ID, I think that's what it is, right? Because I just looked at the link now. It doesn't show a join button, but I do see the sign in. So perhaps if you sign in, then you'll see the button to join.
And honestly, if you're not an official member, it's very loosely monitored. We have it, but I think it's the university's system, but you can still be involved. And honestly, you can still put it on your resume that you're a member of the student association. And
so I just wanted to make clear for everybody else, all of our email correspondence come from Gregory Hoffman. Right? I'm just saying that so like everybody knows. Yeah. I just want to make sure that everybody else knows, like that's who sends out all of our LISSA emails.
So, any other questions? All right, thanks everyone for coming. We can transition to playing Among Us for those that are interested and able to stay. I know it's kind of dinner time, so. But generally our meetings are pretty short. Our events usually last like an hour, maybe longer if it's like a career type thing. That's not